TeddyGrey in the building. Stray Kids backdoor music video. Oh for shall. Let's go. I'm not even doing an intro. There's no point in me doing an intro to anything Stray Kids anymore. There's really no point. Let's just dive into it and we'll talk about it when we go through it. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. Please go through my other Stray Kids reactions if you haven't. There's playlists on my channel.
Hey, you wanna come in?
다 추워 이제 들어가 저번 거니까 이제 몸 편으로 보내 감당 안 돼 빠지시
Was not expecting this. Was not expecting this. This sounds like disco music off top. I like the bit where Hyunjin went doo doo and they all like changed outfits and more people turned up. I like that. Let's go. By the way, if you were in like an art gallery or something and there was like because that looks like one of those buttons that says do not press the button. How many of you are pressing it? I know. I already know I am. As soon as I see the button, I'm not even reading whether or not I should press it. Just I don't care what it does. I'd be exactly the same.
Hey, you wanna come in?
다 추워 이제 들어가
What's that?
저번 거니까
Okay, we're gonna get into music, but technically, was that a Felix intro? Was that a Felintro? A Felixtro? Technically. You wanna come in?
Hey, you wanna come in?
다 추워 이제 들어가 저번 거니까 이제 몸 편으로 보내 감당 안 돼 빠지시 애가 어디였자 참 뻐근한 거 다 풀고 마음대로 즐겨 누구라도 불 끄고 눈 밝혀라 밤새 억눌렀던 흥을 끌어모아 밤새 손잡이를 돌려내가 원하던 걸 다 볼래 이 문 앞에서
Stop it, bruh. No way.
편으로 보내 감당 안 돼 빠지시
I have to say this as well. Every time Han dances, it always takes me back to I think it was do 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 do. I think it was that track where he does that dance where he does and then touches his chin. For some reason, every time I see Han dancing, I always remember that he did that, and I don't know what that meant because I swear they were talking about magpies at the time that he did that little dance. But I always remember that whenever I see Han dancing. Okay, let's go.
Hey, you wanna come in?
다 추워 이제 들어가 저번 거니까
Okay.
이제 몸 편으로 보내 감당 안 돼 빠지시 애가 어디였자 참 뻐근한 거 다 풀고 마음대로 즐겨 누구라도 불 끄고 눈 밝혀라 밤새 억눌렀던 흥을 끌어모아 밤새 손잡이를 돌려내가 원하던 걸 다 볼래 이 문 앞에서 들리는 음악 소리 내 목소리가 터지도록 외쳐 멈칫 할 시간 따윈 없어
This is one of those rare moments. I'm sorry. I felt like I was on a high then and then I've just cut it off. I felt like I've done that to myself, so I'm sorry if I've done that to you too. What was I going to say? This is one of the rare moments where the beat drops and then more is added, like another layer is added on top of it to make it go even higher. Well, so take a moment. Let's just breathe. You know, Jesus. There's like it sounds like blump 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 blump. It sounds like something being dropped. Bloop, 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 bloop. God damn. Bang Chan's high vocals I've gone back way too far. Bang Chan's vocals so high, but then oh god, I don't even know which bit to speak on.
Say, 억눌렀던 흥을 끌어모아 밤새 손잡이를 돌려 내가 원하던 걸 다 볼래 이 문 앞에서 들리는 음악 소리 내 목소리가 터지도록 외쳐 멈칫 할 시간 따윈 없어
Come inside now.
광기차와 초리까지 여긴 backward 광기차와 초리까지 여긴 backward 광기차와 초리까지 여긴 backward 관계자가 되고 싶다면 여긴 가치가 끝인가 보 머리 쓸 시간 말이 두고 고생해서 주인 잘못 만난 몸 호강시켜줄게 따라와라
The body suffered from having a bad owner. Like, why are you blaming everything else in society? Your body's failing because of what you're doing to it. Take accountability. Just in that one bar there. Binny! Binny! Need to drop again. Come inside, man.
광기차와 초리까지 여긴 backward 광기차와 초리까지 여긴 backward 광기차와 초리까지 여긴 backward 관계자가 되고 싶다면 여긴 가치가 끝인가 보 머리 쓸 시간 말이 두고 고생해서 주인 잘못 만난 몸 호강시켜줄게 따라와라 backboard 새콤하니까 괜찮네 지금 들려오는 이 소리는 빵빠레 밤새 놀아보자 필요한 건 more caffeine 올라면 오던가 문을 열려라 참
I'm actually going to go mental. Why? Every single time. Binny, then Han. Then Binny, then Han.
여기 backward 광기차와 초리까지 여기 backward 관계자가 되고 싶다면 여긴 가치가 끝인가 보 머리 쓸 시간 말이 두고 고생해서 주인 잘못 만난 몸 호강시켜줄게 따라와라 backboard 새콤하니까 괜찮네 지금 들려오는 이 소리는 빵빠레 밤새 놀아보자 필요한 건 more caffeine 올라면 오던가 문을 열려라 참게 살아 보여 모든 게 완벽해지는 이 순간 두 눈앞에서 펼쳐지는 fantasy 내 목소리가 터지도록 외쳐 멈칫 할 시간 따윈 없어
Hey, come inside now. Hey,
광기차와 초리 금지 여긴 backward 광기차와 초리 금지 여긴 backward 광기차와 초리 금지 여긴 backward 관계자가 되고 싶다면
knock knock.
Find out yeah, 시간이 지나갈수록 더 알아해지는 이 순간 Yeah, we gon' do it right now, do it right
The hands. Choreography, fire, always.
Knock knock.
Find out yeah, 시간이 지나갈수록 더
And of course they're saying, you know, it's getting more glamorous as time passes. And then obviously they're doing like the hands of the clock in the choreography. God damn, man.
알아해지는 이 순간 Yeah, we gon' do it right now, baby 이제부터 정신 차려 이 세계를 눈에 담아 심장 울려 rum
Make it say wow 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 yeah. 다들 불러 wow 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 hey. 노래 불러 la 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 hey.
Before the beat drops, Felix is often used for this. I don't know if he's used for this or if he does this himself, but he either uses a lot of alliteration or he uses the same word like a couple of times. I noticed it in a few of the other songs, but the one that I can, you know, remember off top, Christmas Evil. Jingle, jingle, jingle all the way. You got me screaming, jingle, 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 no, no, no. Do, 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 do. It was the same thing, do you know what I mean? He's done that again here. Obviously I think Backdoor is before Christmas Evil, so it's obviously a theme that he's had running throughout his music. But I feel like it's another one of those things where each member of the Stray Kids brings something different, and they bring something different consistently. It's not always the same thing, but they bring something different. Like Felix already has something different just in his vocal presence. But for him to think, no, that's not enough. I need something else to sort of set me apart. And I feel like all of them doing that, not in a way to like one up each other, but in a way to sort of show their own artistic flair, with there being so many of them in one place, you know? I really like it.
Make it say wow, 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 yeah. Time to pull a wow, 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 hey. Do it, pull a now, 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 hey.
3, 2, 1. 관계자와 초리 금지 여기 bad girl. 관계자와 초리 금지 여기 bad girl. 관계자와 초리 금지 여기 bad girl. 관계자가 되고 싶다면 좀 때리고 미쳐 날려. 오늘도 we do our thing. 좀 때리고 미쳐 날려. 오늘 밤 시작해. 좀 때리고 미쳐 날려. 오늘도 we do our thing. 좀 때리고 미쳐 날려.
I hope the beat doesn't come back. Oh, like I say, I was really hoping that the beat didn't come back. Stray Kids everywhere, all around the world. You make Stray Kids stay here with us. I was just saying as well, I hope that that beat doesn't come back. Just because I feel like that was such a nice way to end it. Sometimes when tracks are ended, it annoys me. That wasn't one of those times. God damn. I really enjoyed that. Genuinely enjoyed that. That was one of my favourites, actually. I'd have to say. And I almost can't at this point explain why. It's just that this has made me feel a lot happier than the others. I think because maybe because I've heard this beat, that drop sounded perfect for the beat that preceded it. Whereas sometimes I feel like with Stray Kids, sometimes I feel like the drop, that beat may have been made first, and then they've made something like an addendum. They've made something like an add-on to that original drop, you know? I feel like that might be the way that Bang Chan's production works, is that he makes the drop. And obviously with Stray Kids, a lot of it is the shock factor within their production and their vocals. So, you know, having the beat so separate from that drop is essential to what they do. And I don't knock them for that. I've enjoyed many tracks where that's happened. However, the fact that I've heard something as palatable as this, like the beat drop was perfect for the beat that preceded it. They brought in the whole backdoor. They brought in that little hook back 3 times, I think, if you're including the last bit. 3 times. That whole beat, everybody's performance on that, perfect. I like how Felix again was used to bring the tone down. Again, one of the things that, you know, makes him a standout artist in his own right. Changbin's part, obviously. And when he was doing the backdoor bit as well. Of course I'm gonna think it sounded better, but that's just sonically for my ears, just because I listen out for Changbin all the time. But yeah, it's been your boy TeddyGrey and stuff. Of course, more Stray Kids stuff coming. I've still got a lot to catch up on. I'm doing Stray Kids and 3 Ratchet. I want to get quite a lot done before Maxident, so, you know, what's the date today? Is it the 26th or the 27th? I don't know. But either way, we've got less than 2 weeks left for Maxident, so still impatiently waiting. But whenever it comes out, whatever the time is, I might be doing like a live reaction. I might be doing. It depends what time it is, because if it's at midnight, I know there's quite a lot of hype tracks on there. I can't be waking my kids up. But then, you know, I do want to do like a live reaction so that you guys get to see me listen to it in its entirety, you know? I don't want there to be any edits in there. I don't want there to be any pauses or, you know? I just want to sort of go through the whole thing. Whenever I've done albums, that's how I've always done it. Just go through the whole thing blind. Oh, I cannot wait. Literally cannot wait. There's going to be so much depth, so much new stuff, and obviously a new sound from Stray Kids without it sounding too much like the old stuff, but without taking away from the old stuff too much. And I also haven't gone into any of the Unveil tracks. I've not listened to a single one. Reason being, I just don't want to spoil it for myself. I really don't. I don't want to know, like, when I see what track's coming up next, I don't want to know if it's going to be like a sad sounding track or if it's going to be like a hype track. I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. I did the mashup reaction, the Maxident mashup reaction. There you go, Talk England. Did that reaction over on the Patreon. I was thinking about, like, the week before Maxident comes out to bring the mashup reaction to the YouTube channel, just so that other people could see, like, how I reacted to. But I didn't even know that was because of the album. Do you know what? I'm talking too much. I'm gonna leave you all to it. Obviously, I'll probably be watching this with you in a live, so don't bully me too much for talking absolute shite. I love you all, and, you know, plenty more coming. There might be another one coming in about 10 minutes, but I'm talking to future me, so who knows. Deuces.